Welcome students and teachers to the 1187th Tree Talk and Government Degree College, Bishnah. Let's start with the tree diversity of Shivaliks. The plant you are looking at, the first tree, it is Sanigolia torta. Locally in Dogri we call it as Rall. This is a climbing acacia, very unique. Uh, Next, you are looking at the white flowering bush, which is unique in having the nitrogen fixation through the nodules located in the leaf. So it is called as the Indian palette bush, also called as the bridal's bouquet. Third slide and tree you are looking at is Hymenodictyonic salsum. In Dogri called as the bring briksh, also as bhor sal. In English it is called a false quinine tree or bridal couch tree. This particular tree has some properties in the bark which are reported to be anti-malarial. So it is called as false quinine tree. It is found in Shivaliks. Next, the tree is Ketu Naregam spinosum, mountain pomegranate. In Dogri, we call this tree as a rada. The fruits are used as detergent in washing clothes, but also as emetic nut. In Hindi, it is called as madana. Next one is Kidia calicina. After the Robert Kidd, who worked with the botanical garden in Calcutta during East India Company's regime. So he laid the foundation of Calcutta Botanical Garden, Robert Kidd. So this particular tree in local language, Dogri, is called Pula or Puli. This is also lopped as fodder. Next tree is very sacred to us, and this is the state tree of Telangana as well as Rajasthan. It is called locally Jand in Dogri, where it is called Shami, and this tree was also reportedly was worshipped by Lord Rama while going to Sri Lanka to bring Sita back. And this particular tree has religious sanctity. Its pods are eaten in Rajasthan by the local people under the name Sangri, and it is again a nitrogen fixing and very useful tree for the desert people. The next one is Udal, which is a Sterculia villosa, and this is also loved by the local Gujar Wakarwals and fed to the cattle. Next one is again a religious tree you are looking at. It is Eagle marvelas, locally called as Bilpattar or Billan. In Sanskrit, it's called Bilba. Its fruits are very hard, so it's called a stone apple or wood apple. Its pulp is juicy and sweet, and that's made into so many beverages, drinks, and that is antibiotic, anti-diabetic, as well as useful in dysentery, and it is also useful for blood-related disorders or liver problems. Next one, a very unique ficus, which we found saw in the forest of Rajouri, Darhal. This is Ficus nerifolia, oleander leaved fig tree, and it's full of milky latex. Its young spring foliage is fascinating pink, and young tender leaves are also cooked as vegetable in the Darhal area. Next one is chikhdi. This is boxwood tree, or also known as Buxus wallichiana. Its wood is used in Shahdara Sharif to make the combs and various other ternary items, including madani also. Another tree which you are now focusing at, this is Neelan in Dogri language, also called as Musla in Chedai area. And this particular tree is a species of Olea, but rather than the narrow-leaved Olea which we see in Olea ferruginea or Olea europea, here the leaves are very broad. They are broad-leaved olive, you can say, and this is Olea paniculata. This is unique. Another tree which you are just seeing, this is in the inside the Pargawal Panjapir Sacred Grove, where they have protected cocoa, Floccortia indica. The wood chips are useful in the treatment of arthritis and the gout, and even fruits are edible. Once in the Jammu city, old Jammu city, the fruits of cocoa were also sold. Very useful even for jaundice. Another tree which you find in this Pargawal Panjapir Sacred Grove is Bana. This is Vitex negundo or chaste tree, and five-leaved bana. This is also used in various rituals. At the time of Diwali also, we hung the twigs on our doors and windows to ward off the evil spirits and evil eyes, and to bring prosperity in the house. They are also mosquito repellent, especially the leaves are burnt to get rid of the mosquitoes. The very beautiful tree you are looking at, this is a Batrala tree or Butia manosperma. Locally we call it Pala in Dogri. We have many places, locations as Palasi or Palamwala after this tree. But the Palasi in Bengal, where the first war was fought by the under the Lord Clive and Sirajuddaulah, that was also at a location which was named because of the many trees of Palash as the Palasi. So Battle of Palasi, 1757 June war. So it has got its name as Battle of Palasi tree. Another tree you are looking now, it is a Jamun or Syzygium cumini, after which we have the Jambu name also, or Jambu Dvipa. The fruits are edible and even kernels are antidiabetic. Shisham, Delvergia sisu. Now we have even medicine, which is useful in the healing of the fractures, bone fractures. That is called Del Z bone. But its tender leaves and pods, they are made into cuisines. Another tree which now you are looking at is Camellia, Melotus philippinensis. And Rufus oriented love is very fond of eating its fruits, but this was in earlier days. The red colored powder of the fruits was used as the sindhur. So it is also known as sindhuria rolia. Now you are looking at another mountain tree. This is called gugu, horse chestnut tree, Esculus indica. Fascinating flowers, very decorative, and its fruits, they are also made into porridge. Although they contain saponins and they need some kind of processing and repeated washing. Next, you find the state tree of Union Territory, that's the Platanus orientalis, chinar tree. Don't confuse with maple. In maple, we have the opposite leaves. In chinar, we have the alternate leaves. Next tree is very revered in the scriptures, and this is reported to be originated during Sagar Manthan as Parijat, Nectanthus arva tristis. Now you have Sannan. Sannan is Desmodium ugenens. And next one is Harad, Terminalia Chibula. It is also used in cuisine making. Another beautiful plant you are looking at is Euonymus hamiltonianus, Hamilton spindle tree. Another is Euonymus lucidus. Its bark is also used into tea. Next one is Texas contorta. Next you find this Chitra, which is Staphylia modi, and then conship, and then tongi. Tongi is very important. This is hazelnut, Corylus jackmanti. This is also sold in the market, and its kernels are edible. Chilgoja, Pinus girardiana, Krangal amalthus, Acacia fistula. Welcome students and